Good evening everybody, and welcome to the Downunder Mastermind Call for the 5th of February 2015. On tonight's call I'm going to cover the simple lead capture page and the plugin that goes on your WordPress site. It's really cool. I've had to play with it over the last couple of days and I love it. But we'll go into that in a bit more detail shortly. And the other thing I want to cover tonight is privacy policies, which you're going to need if you want to be running ads on Google Plus or YouTube or any of the Google networks, because your site needs to be compliant. So can you see my screen to start with? Should have Downunder. Yep. Not a worry. Where do we need to go? Move that? Dashboard. I've lost things. Digital business, that's where we want. Simple lead capture. We go into our simple lead capture. Hang on. No, that's not the one we want. We want this page here. If we look under DBL and we go down the bottom of the list, we have WordPress plugins. We click on WordPress plugins and you see we've got tidy URLs. We've got my lead bar, and we've got this one here, simple lead capture, and the YouTube player. But this is the one that I'm real excited about. And to get it, you just click on the download button, and it will download to your computer. And once you did that, well, then you can upload it to your website. If we go, I take it to this one. So if we go to upload it, we go into plugins. And add new. Upload plugin, and we drag it and drop it in there. Click install. We're going a bit slow at the moment, and then you click activate plugin, and it's done. If you look down the side, we have simple lead capture plugin. So I'll get rid of that. That's just a website. Does everyone understand how to use simple lead capture? For creating.
Hi Robbie, can I speak?
Yeah.
Hi Robbie.
Hi Abby. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is like you're downloading your plugin.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the plugin for so that.
Are you downloading plugin? You're downloading plugin your WordPress site or website or?
Yeah, that was my WordPress website that I downloaded that to, and it's the simple lead capture. So
okay.
So the reason we do that is so that instead of having a URL for your landing page as in www. HTTP //SLC/RobbieVW, which is my user ID, / whatever you make it. You can have it in my example, robbievontwout.com / whatever I make it, which I'll go through in a minute.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what we do is we first of all go through and create landing pages in Simple Lead Capture. So I've got a few landing pages here. Does everyone know how to create landing pages in Simple Lead Capture? Oops. What have we got? Yeah, that can work too.
Are you still there, Robbie?
Yep, I'm still here. Yeah, no, it's so yeah, you go in. Well, if I can actually go through creating a landing page. Yes, it's going to be recorded. I'll just slow down while the pages are loading, so I won't say anything. So we select a theme, which you can go along. There's tutorials for it in there. We'll go with that one. Again, we're a bit slow loading. You can click a name. Click a name in there, click save, and then we can go in and click on media, so change the background image, and we can choose an image that's uploaded already, or you can pick one from the selection, like that looks like a nice background. We can click on edit this, and you can go through and edit those to whatever you like as well, just by clicking and typing. We click save, then we move on to the forms, log into Aweber, and it takes you back to the beginning, so you have to go back there, and you can select a funnel. If you want name and email address, you can leave it like it is, or you can click the box and remove the name file. You can change what's written on the button. And you can put in what thank you page you want. You can go to the back office and grab a thank you page there, or you can create a thank you page in simply capture under the thank you page ones. I'll just leave that as the moment. You can change the style, which is the colour of your button, so we make it blue. Again, click save. SOE, I don't bother about that, but if you want, you can set it for keywords and title page, etc. And then you've got extras where you can put tracking code in there and where you want them to go, whether it's a pop-up message or redirect once they've filled it in. And again, click save. One thing I'll note, if Aweber doesn't appear in the options, you can go to settings and up here it's give you a choice, so you can have Aweber or any of the other common autoresponders. So once we've created our landing page, that's all saved. I can then go to my website, click on my SLC plugin, and you log into your SLC with your username and password, which is the same as your SFM username and password. So I'm now logged in. I can click on here and it gives me a list of all my landing pages that I have created in SLC. So if the one I just created, I click that and I can type in the slug that I want for my landing page, so I'll make it the same, my page. I'm not sure what the header and body script are, but I just ignore those. Click create page. And you see down here, I now have a page, who is robbievontwout.com/my page. I click on it, and voila, there's my landing page. And it has my URL at the top, which is, I think, is really cool. And yeah, the ones I created during the week, here's which has the same background as my website photo. I mean, same image as a website background. If we go to my website now, so I then if I have them on there, they click a button, go through to my, well, hang on, if we go, on another page I've got click a button and it'll go through to that landing page. Done. Really cool, I like it. Does anyone have any questions on that WordPress plugin?
What did you say before, Leanne?
Oh yeah, I just said with the landing pages and the thank you pages, when you do them, how are they linked? Are they linked to your website? Are they something separate? Just say, for example, you were advertising and you had an ad, and someone clicked on your ad, they would then go to the landing page. Is that correct?
That's correct. You don't have to have your landing page connected to your website. Although,
okay.
What I do is, well, I'll just show you. If I go to dashboard.
Is there a reason why you don't have to have that done? I thought everything was connected. I just couldn't get my head around how everything kind of linked together.
Well, it's better if it's linked together because Google sees that it's connected. Whereas if you're sending them to a landing page that's, for example, the http://slc.com/RobbieVW/my page, it's different than my website.
So you really do need to link your landing page to your website.
Yeah. So that's what this plugin is really cool. Why this plugin is really cool, because you can now create landing pages in Simple Lead Capture, and you can now give them the URL, and all the details from that page is actually brought across to your WordPress website.
Right.
So that when the search engine spiders look at it, they see it's actually on your website, whereas before you would create a landing page in SLC, then you'd have to go to your tidy URLs and create create a link so that it did have your website name and then mask it. Whereas now you can just, with the SLC plugin, you can do it straight on your site, and it brings all the coding across to your WordPress site, so that when Google and the search engines look at it, they see it's actually on your site.
Okay. Thank you.
Not a problem. So, this is what so this is a landing page that, hang on, we're still loading. This is a landing page.
Can you have as many landing pages as you like?
Yep. So, you can have a landing page for each ad you create. In fact, it's probably recommended so that you know where your leads are coming from. So if you have 3 or 4 different ads running on Facebook, you should probably have a landing page for each ad that you run, so that you can say, well, that lead came from that ad because it went through that landing page. And the next ad went through a different landing page, so you can actually see where your leads are coming from, and see.
We lost you, Robbie.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you have 3 or 4 ads, you want 3 or 4 landing pages so that you know where your leads are coming from. So if they click on one ad, it goes to that landing page and you can actually see where they come from.
Right.
As opposed to having 3 ads and all going to one landing page. Then you don't know where your ad is coming
from.
So
for every ad, there is a landing page and a thank you page.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's for us to track. That's best for us so that we can see where we're getting our clients.
Yeah. So you know where they're coming from, and you can say, well, that ad's working and that one's not, so I won't run that one anymore because it's not working.
Good stuff.
So there, I'll have a, when I start running my YouTube ads, it'll be going to this page. They click on the link to get instant access. It goes to a landing page that I created in SLC and I've brought across using that plugin. And then when they click on that, submit their, it goes to a thank you page, which is a thank you page I created on my website. I was going to use a thank you page created in SLC, but at this stage I can't bring the thank you page across to my website, and I can't link it with tracking, so that's why I've done it this way. But you can just run it through using the thank you page you've created in SLC.
Okay.
So does anyone have any questions on what we've covered so far?
You're recording, aren't you, Robbie?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely getting recorded, and I'll post it on our YouTube channel. And now we can, I'll close those. We'll go on and talk about
Robbie?
Yeah?
Hi, Robbie.
Hi, Abby.
This Aweber is linked to your this thank you page.
The what?
Aweber.
Yeah.
Can you show that Aweber how it is linked? When you put the username and password, it's automatically get follow-up mails and all those things.
I can't pick you up there, Abby.
What I'm telling is, in SLC, when you link the Aweber to SLC page,
Yeah.
They will get the follow-up mails.
Yeah, because you've logged into Aweber when you on your simple lead capture. You tick the box, logged into your Aweber account, and you've selected what Aweber list you want to put them on.
Okay.
And when you create the landing page in the form in simple lead captures, it actually uses your list in Aweber. You can use an Aweber thank you page, or you can actually paste in your own thank you page URL.
Okay.
So if you've created a landing page in Simple Lead Capture, which you can do by clicking on thank you pages, you just copy that link and put it in the thank you page thing in your SLC.
Okay.
And under the Aweber box, it's got the thank you page link that you can so paste your thank you page link into that box.
Okay.
Or you can actually link them in the funnel settings in the Simple Lead Capture. So if you go into the funnel, you can select the landing page and you can select the thank you page and then create a funnel. And it's got boxes in both those where you can put tracking links, and then it gives you a URL for. So when you say, if you put a button on your ad, they click on the button and it takes them through to the your landing page, and then when they sign up to the landing page, it goes through to the thank you page from SLC, and it has your tracking links in there so that you can see where you link when people have clicked through.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
And now we'll carry on with privacy policies. And I come across this site the other day, which is a free one for generating a privacy policy. Click Get Started, and it'll go through and you answer the questions. So you start off by putting in your company name, your website URL, clicking Next, and just follow through. I would do it on here, but doing it slows down the feed and you lose me.
And where does that show up? Like you've gone through the whole thing, does that show up on what? Your website?
It once you've gone through the whole lot, it gives you this. So you'll have to create an account, and it gives you your privacy policy here. So it's generated a privacy policy from you answering all your questions, and it's just a matter of copying and pasting that, then going to your website, creating a page, privacy policy, and pasting all that content in.
So you can place that anywhere you want.
No, you create a new page on your website.
Yeah.
And then you can either put it on your menu, or you can put a post at the bottom of your page. You can put privacy policy and link it to the page it's got your privacy policy on.
Yeah, okay.
And the reason why Robbie's showing everyone this is because as of June last year, the internet was going through some major changes, and there's a lot of legalities coming along onto internet and onto the internet and websites in general. Now, by June this year, websites will have to be legally compliant. And any website that you will want to do advertising through Google AdWords and anything else will have to be legally compliant. Any website that you want to show on the internet will need to be legally compliant. To be legally compliant, you will need your privacy policy page. You will need your disclaimer page, and that's why you need to start thinking about getting your website compliant and ready by June, because by June a lot of the internet browser companies like Windows, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, Google especially by June, will be deleting websites that are not compliant. So you will start to see a lot of websites disappear come June off the internet, because a lot of unmanned websites that are robot manned, and they haven't bothered to read their emails from the internet, from Google or whatever browser they're using and that sort of stuff. They won't be getting their websites compliant, and their websites will disappear, and it'll be pointless. You'll have a website, but nobody will see it. So you're going to need these things on your website. If you're selling anything on your website as an affiliate, you'll also need a disclaimer on there, a disclaimer policy.
Yeah. Although I believe Stuart is actually working on creating your an authority site template that is going to be compliant. It hasn't been released yet, but he is working on it.
Yes, that is correct. He is working on it because they know the changes are coming. So he's working on that, so there will be a new site that will be totally compliant. So us SFM members will be safe in that regard. But, if you're not going to change over to the new site, you'll need to upgrade your old site so it'll be compliant. I was talking to Robbie about this earlier on today, and Robbie was telling me about where he's done it. And then after I finished talking to Robbie, I didn't realise, Robbie, but I actually have a plug-in that I can install on my website that actually creates all my disclaimer and policy pages and stuff.
All right. And do you have a link for that plugin?
I do have a link for that plugin.
Can you share it with us?
Oh, geez, I might.
If you would be so kind.
I will share the link for the plugin. It is a purchased plugin, everyone. Be
Oh,
aware of that. I did purchase it. It's not overly expensive. You can buy a single site plugin for under $20. You can buy a multi-site plugin, which means you can use it on unlimited sites, for $27. So I will go into my email and I will get the link for you all. Cool.
Or you can use that one there and get it for free. But it's a bit more work to get it on your page. And I would suggest it would be a good idea to start putting them on if you want to start advertising on YouTube or Google. Even on Facebook, it would probably pay to get your website with these on, even before Stuart actually brings it out in the, on our authority sites.
Robbie?
Yeah?
The privacy policy and disclaimer both are same, or it is different thing?
They're different. Privacy policy is related to when you're collecting people's information, like their name and email address. Okay. You're telling them what your privacy policy is in regards to the information they give you.
Okay, that's got it.
Whereas a disclaimer is saying that actually
money claims. Yeah, money claims and this.
Results may vary or something.
Yeah, this is money claims, and I will generate so much money.
Yeah, I've got one on my. I'll bring it up. Not that page. So I've got disclaimers here like individual results will vary from person to person. We cannot guarantee any results. Read the disclaimer at the bottom of this page. And if I go down to the bottom of this page, individual results will vary from person to person. Robbie Von Wout, who is RobbieVonWout.com, cannot guarantee any results with the help of this training or business system. All products and services we provide are for educational and informational purposes only. There are testimonials on the site where people have created results using these products, tools and services mentioned here. You can't assume you will get the same results. You understand and agree we have made no promises, representations, implications, warranties, suggestions, projections or guarantee whatsoever that you will make money or not lose money as a result of purchasing this, any opportunity or whatever, etc. That's what the disclaimer is. Whereas your privacy policy is totally different. Do we have any questions?
That's awesome.
No worries. It's because we're an awesome group.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyone got any problems that they want help with or questions or whatever? No?
Oh, cool. I got to go, so I'm going to say good night to everybody, and thank you so much for that, Sandra and Robbie.
Not a problem.
Angela.
Good night.
Good night, Angel.
Anyone else want to share anything?
I think it's just great seeing a lot of posts, people still engaging on our site, our Downunder site. Keep it up. I mean, the thing is, we take it for granted. You don't realise how fantastic it is. Like, you hardly see Sandra on there these days, but you know that's because Sandra's busy doing something else. But it's good to see the momentum still going with everybody else engaging. And
Exactly.
that is very, very enriching. You guys need to understand how enriching it is. And that's the reason why Robbie and Sandra maintain this group, because we do need each other. So keep it up.
I'll put the link for that plug-in, Robbie, up in the Downunder group because I'm only on Wi-Fi, so it's slowing my computer down trying to get into my
No worries.
email and search and stuff.
Yeah, that's all cool.
But it's a complete plug-in. It'll actually build a website for you. Like once you get a domain name and you install WordPress, it'll actually build your website for you and put your policy page up and everything else in about 4 minutes. The site will be built with your
27
policy
bucks.
pages and, yeah, $27.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then all you need to do then, because it'll even do your about me page. When you install this plugin on your site, you actually put a little bit of information about what your site is, and it'll build your about me page, your policy page, your disclaimer page, and do all the other jazz. Build your site, and then all you need to do is to start blogging. So 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes later, you'll be able to start blogging on a brand new site.
Cool.
It's a pretty awesome plugin actually. I'd forgotten that I'd purchased it so I had a look. But yeah, I'll get the link out in a minute and after the call and put it up in the Downunder group. Anyone who wants to purchase it can. Like I said, you can buy a one-site license for under $20, and you can buy an unlimited site license for 27, which will basically mean you'll be able to build as many websites as you can buy domain names for.
And if you're going into creating websites for local businesses or helping local businesses, it makes it really easy for you.
Yeah, it does. Really does. But it's really good because it's designed around the Google platform, so it's totally Google compliant. So it'll build your website, and your website will be all up and totally Google compliant within 5 minutes. And you'll be able to start blogging. So it makes sure all your SEO for your site's all set up for SEO and Google ranking and stuff, and totally Google compliant. So if you're Google compliant, you'll be compliant to just about anything else.
And so does it, if you've got a site that's already running, will it make that compliant?
Yes, if you have a old site, it will freshen up your old site. It'll put a policy page on there, disclaimer page, and adjust your site so it's completely Google compliant and SEO optimized.
Cool.
Set your permalinks and everything for you.
All right.
That's good.
I might look into it.
Yeah, well, like I said, it didn't actually click to me until after I got off the call with you today when you were telling me about where you generated your privacy policy page. And then I thought, oh, hang on a minute, I think I've got something similar to that. I'm pretty sure I did. And I went looking in my receipts and found the receipt from last week. And I'm like, oh, I bought that. And I had a look at it.
Short-term memory loss.
And I'm like, oh wow, I better get that installed. And I had a look at it, and I actually bought the multi-site one, so
Yeah.
I can do unlimited sites. I instead of purchasing the one-site one, I bought the unlimited site license and paid the $27 for it. And I'm like, yes, I can install that plugin on all my sites and get it up and running and get my policy pages and stuff up there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gotta go, guys. Up at 4 in the morning.
Not a problem.
Okay, Peter, good night.
Good night. Thanks for coming,
Good night,
Peter.
Peter.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night, bro.
So I had to leave for a phone call in the beginning there, Robbie, so let me just rehash this. The Simple Lead Capture download is a plugin that you download onto your computer and then you upload onto your WordPress site, and it pulls your pages across to your website that you created in Simple Lead Capture.
That's correct.
Awesome. Awesome.
So that means that you have the pages you've created in Simple Lead Capture get brought across to your website with your domain name on them. And I believe if you make changes to your Simple Lead Capture in the SLC, it'll automatically change it on your the ones you've brought across to your personal site as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. It saves you having to take that big, huge link that you end up with once you create a page in Simple Lead Capture. It saves you having to take that and shorten it and
Yeah. And it
around with it. And
you no longer have to cloak it because it's now actually on your site, so that and when Google sees it, they don't see it's a masked link.
Yeah, and I've seen in DBL there, in the WordPress plugin section, I've seen now that they've made it easier to download things like the tidy URL plugin to install on your websites as well,
Yeah.
which is really good. Because before they did that, I was actually going to my own banners and clicking on my own banners and downloading the plugin so I could upload it onto my website.
Yeah. But yeah, now you've got My Two Player, you've got the tidy URLs, you've got simple lead capture, and there's another one. I can't remember what the other one
My
was.
lead bar?
Yeah, My Lead Bar.
My lead bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And just for any newbies who are still left on the call, with My Lead Bar, if you install that on your website or if you have an SFM authority site, and I'm just answering this question for you now because I had somebody who asked me this question just the other night that I had to answer. When you install My Lead Bar, you actually need to go into your My Lead Bar plugin on your website and you need to configure it. Okay, so you need to, those little icons that you see in My Lead Bar that say Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and that sort of stuff, you need to actually go into your plugin, into the settings, and you need to get the URL of the profiles, your profiles that you want, and you need to copy that URL and paste it into your settings. So if you want the Google Plus icon to work and go to your Google Plus profile, you need to get the Google Plus URL, and you need to go into your My Lead Bar and you need to put the URL in there and save it so the buttons in your My Lead Bar actually work. See where Robbie has pulled it up there. Down the bottom there, you've got all of this down the bottom. You've got to configure all of that. So any of the ones that you don't have active, like if you don't have a Twitter account or you don't want a Facebook link there or a LinkedIn link or whatever, you can make them non-active. You can uncheck them and they won't be active.
Okay.
But as you can see there, Robbie's got his Google link in there. So when people click on the G Plus button in his top bar there, it'll actually take them across to his G Plus profile. So you need to go into your My Lead Bar and you need to configure it. And as you can see here where it says bar text, you can change what is written there. So you don't have to have a special free gift from Digital Experts Academy 7-day video series. You can change what that says there. You can change it to, grab your free 7-day video series on digital marketing or whatever. And same with your button text. You can change your button text. And I do believe you have the ability to change the colours of that bar as well above it and the colour of your button. So as you can see, Robbie's just put his Facebook link in there. And he'll save the settings, and that'll save. And when people click on the Facebook button in his My Lead Bar, it'll take them to his Facebook profile that he's just put in there.
Awesome.
And DeLuca, are you still on the call with us?
Yep. Yep, she is.
You sent me a question on Facebook. I didn't get a chance to read it. Is it something I can help you with now on the call? Can you hear DeLuca, Robbie, or is it something wrong with the audio?
I can't hear her. Maybe she needs to type it in the chat box.
Oh, it's all right. I'll go into Facebook after the call, and I will have a read of the question, and I'll just answer it on Facebook for you.
Yeah.
This is
So
just
remember,
Sorry.
Yeah, go, Leah. No, go.
This is a bit random and completely off the topic. Just a
Doesn't
very
matter.
quick question. Is there an example of a YouTube ad that I can look at from an SFM member, just to get an idea of what a YouTube ad might look like?
I have seen the occasional ad on some of the YouTube videos that I've watched that belong to SFM members. What I suggest you do is go into the SFM community and ask in the home feed, just place the question, is anyone running a YouTube ad at the moment, and could they give me a link to a video that it's displayed on so I can have a look at it. But really, I mean, you've got your little ads that just run across the bottom of the screen. Yeah. What do they call those, Robbie? Those little banner ads across the bottom of the YouTube videos?
I'm not sure. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of what they call them, but there's a name for them. But there's that type of advertising where you can have.
I think that in-stream ads, in-stream banner ads.
Yeah, in-stream something. Yeah, it could be in-stream banner ads. But when you've been on YouTube and you've been watching a video and there's this little banner ad on the bottom of the video or running across the top of the video, and there's a little X in the box that you can click on it, that's one type of advertising that you can do on YouTube. Then the other type of advertising that you do are the adverts. They're like commercials, they're like TV commercials, and they show at the beginning of the video. Yeah. And they play for a little bit, and then you get a skip ad button down the bottom. Depending on what type of videos you watch on YouTube will depend on what type of ads you'll see at the beginning of the video. So if you go to YouTube and look around, say, I don't know, go to Tom Breeze's channel on YouTube and have a look at a couple of his videos, you might see some internet marketing type, commercial type ads at the beginning of his videos. You might even catch one of his own. Yeah. But think of it as a Facebook post come to life in a TV commercial. Yeah. So think of it that way. So think of the ads that you've seen Stuart do on Facebook. That training that I put up, those links to the training that I put up in YouTube in the Downunder group, the YouTube Academy, they will actually talk about how to construct an ad for YouTube. There's also a policy page there, so you know how to construct a compliant ad. Of course, there's training with Tom Breeze that you can do. We have the webinar that Tom Breeze was gracious enough to come on and do for us last year. That's on our YouTube page.
No, you'll have to come to me to get the link because it's an unlisted video.
Okay, it's an unlisted video. So you'll have to get the link off Robbie. He explained it really well in that webinar that he did for the Downunder group. But yeah, basically really all a YouTube ad is then you think of yourself as doing a SFM, like a commercial to sell, to talk about your SFM product. Or the company or the community or whatever.
I just noticed in a couple of the, like in the 90-day video challenge, there was a few people that made like a really good video, and then they kind of were pointing to the bottom saying, click this link or put your name here. Isn't that a YouTube ad?
Similar to what a YouTube ad would look like, yeah.
Well, those
okay.
ads are designed to, you create a video on YouTube. It's people watch the video and it's putting a call to action in the video.
Yeah.
Right,
So
okay.
that's the type of video you can do to put on your own channel. So
Yeah.
you could do a video like that for your own YouTube channel and have arrows and go, click on the link below for more information. And that link that you provide will probably take them to, either a blog post or a sales page or somewhere on your website or, somewhere where you want them to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I often put arrows saying click the like button and leave a comment, or click on the link below. It's basically encouraging people to interact on your video.
But that's sort of similar to what an ad will do, except you're paying, you're designing a little commercial and you're paying YouTube to put that little commercial at the front of relevant videos, in the niche that would be relevant to watch that commercial.
Yeah.
Basically, Leanne, in another angle, what you're doing is you're sharing stuff out there that people like, and because people start to like you, you just throw in that little quote at the end of your thing, and you add the URL down at the description, where you say it's describe what your video is about. You put the link in there, and Robbie taught us you put it at the start in the description, and you put it down the bottom as well, at the bottom of the description. So if you look at some of our videos and some of us that have been up there, and I do that. I carry on with that practice that Robbie and Sandra taught us a long time ago. So basically, when people like you, you just throw that in and says, oh, by the way, if you're interested in what I'm talking about, click down below. And that's all it is.
Okay. Thank you.
Just same thing in Nick terms.
I've just
I
posted
know where you
I've just put the link to
I know
that
it's-
Tom Breeze video in the chat box.
Oh yeah, there it is. I see it.
Yeah.
That's the Tom Breeze. Yep, cool. I'm going to copy that because I want to watch it again too.
It's well worth watching. He shows us a few videos in that training. So there's a few pre-roll ads that he's created that are in there, so you can get an idea. Not for SFM though.
Okay.
You just got to remember with YouTube and your YouTube ads that YouTube's the same as Facebook. Well, it's similar to Facebook. They don't want you sprouting, make, $12,000 by breakfast tomorrow and make money online and that sort of stuff. So still, no matter what advertising you do across the board, and I would suggest this to anyone, no matter what type of advertising you do across the board, where you start with your first ad that you get approved that works for you, stick to the same message. So if your message is a life-changing educational journey, then no matter where you place your ads and no matter what type of advertising you do on any platform, stick to life-changing education. Or if it's tools and training, always stick to your tools and training. Make sure your message stays congruent. Because the thing with the internet is, and I see this with a lot of gung-ho marketers who come on and they come in on some of the scammier type things. I see it happen a lot. They start off with one message somewhere like Facebook, and then I'll be on LinkedIn or somewhere else around the internet and they'll have another ad. They'll be selling the same product, but they'll be using a different message. And then you go to their website, and their website's saying something completely different again. And that's the problem with the internet. Once it's on the internet, it's there to stay. So if you do a video and you put it somewhere on the internet, and you're having a rant about something that you spit the dummy, and then later on you think, oh well, nobody will really see that video, whatnot. I did that years ago when I wasn't thinking what I was doing. I shouldn't have really said that in public. The thing is, people will find it. The more popular you become on the internet, people will find anything that you have on the internet. You'd be surprised how good some people are at digging up every tiny little bit of information there is available about you on the internet. So this is where the whole transparency statement comes in from Stuart and Jay. Always be transparent and true to yourself. That way it doesn't matter what a person digs up from the internet, you're true to yourself, and it's you, and it's transparent, and it's pretty much the same message across the board. It's like, hello, this is who I am, this is what I am, and it doesn't change. And it's the same with your advertising. Unless you're like me and you have many different products that you're advertising. But if I'm doing an advert to say sell my aftershave, for instance, my aloe aftershave, I'm not going to pick a picture and say one thing about the aftershave and run that ad on Facebook, and say, for the sophisticated, high-class men who, want skin like Brad Pitt. I'm not going to do an ad like that on Facebook and then go to another ad platform and go, this aftershave is for the hard yakka man who's been in the grease and dirt all day. Because the message is wrong. And I'm trying to appeal to the market.
Do you want me to turn off the light for
So you've got to stay congruent. That's what congruent is all about. So if I started an ad campaign trying to appeal to a higher end market, then all my ads that I was running at that particular time would be to the higher end market, and it would be the same message, and it would be congruent.
Okay.
Yeah, so if we've got nothing else, no more questions, we'll call it a night.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a good night. Thank you.
Good night. No worries.